Once a year, the members of the junior senior classes have this banquet. This is a time for good food and fun. A time...
Walter, what language is that?
What? Just a minute. Have to turn up the...
I'll stop the recorder.
What's the matter?
I couldn't understand you. Have you written your speech?
Sure. See?
Is this what you were saying?
Sure. You see, I'm Toastmaster for the banquet.
You are what?
Toastmaster.
Oh, Toastmaster. Then you'll want everyone to understand your speech, won't you? And you'll want them to think well of you because your pronunciation is right.
Just reading what's there.
No, you're not, Walter. The page reads, once a year, the members of the junior and senior classes have this banquet. This is a time for good... And what you said reads like this.
That doesn't make sense.
No, you have to say the words as clearly as they are written.
But I don't get it. People understand what you say.
Do they understand?
Sure. Sure they do.
What about yesterday? Do you remember calling Frank? You told him to meet you.
Yeah. Yeah. Corner Ashton Steuben.
That's right, Ashton and Steuben. But Ashland and Schubert's was where Frank waited for over an hour.
Did he? Wow, no wonder he was mad. Or maybe he has some trouble being understood. But so does everybody else.
Yes, many persons have trouble being understood. Take your friend Don, for example. Remember the other day you asked Don where he was going?
I'm going to science lab.
You still didn't know the answer to your question. That's it. Try writing what it sounded like.
Gonna... Science lab. Gonna... Science lab.
You see, he needs pronunciation help as much as you do. And so do some of your other friends. You called Jane to ask for a date. What did she say?
Well, that'll be fine. Where'll I meet you?
What did she say? Then there was Bill, telling you about a movie he had seen.
Yeah, it's down at the Orpheum Theater. A real, genuine thriller.
But how can you put much stock in what Bill says when he uses pronunciations like theater and genuine? Or remember in class when Betty was reading poetry.
I'm going to read The Village Improvement Parade by Vachel Lindsay. Guns salute, and crowds and pigeons fly. Bronze Homeric bars go striding by, shouting glory amid the cannonade.
Oh, you could understand all right. But who wanted to listen? So pronunciation is more than speaking clearly to be understood. You want to be right, and you want to sound natural. You want others to respect what you say because it is right.
Yeah? But how can you learn?
Isn't there an instruction sheet here somewhere, one that came with the machine?
Yeah, sure. Here it is.
That's it. And somewhere in it are some rules to improve your pronunciation. What are they? What's one of the rules?
Well, pronounce every syllable. What's that got to do with...
Let's look again, but let's read the rule one syllable at a time.
Pronounce. You're going too slow.
Again.
Pronounce. Every. It's hard to go so slow.
Keep trying.
E. So. Bo.
Now, put it all together.
Pronounce every syllable.
Now try it easily and naturally.
Pronounce every syllable.
That's better.
Is that all there is to... I mean, is that all there is to it?
That's the first rule. Pronounce every syllable. Now for the second. Pronounce each sound correctly.
What's the difference between that and the first rule?
Read it.
Pronounce each sound correctly.
That means each sound in every syllable, and no extra sounds.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
That's what you're doing. Well, let's look at the rule. Now, read it again.
Pronounce each sound correctly.
Is there any difference between P-E-R and P-R-O?
P-R-O.
It's a short O sound. Pronounce. Pronounce each sound. Now, is there any difference between sound and sound?
Sound. Sound. Each sound. Correctly. Is that what you mean?
That's it, Walter.
So I should pronounce every syllable and pronounce each sound correctly. What else?
You'll find those two rules very helpful. But if you want really skillful speech, apply the next as well.
Use accepted pronunciations. You mean ways indicated in the dictionary?
Yes, correct sounds and accents.
That's easy.
Let's think a moment. How do you pronounce this? Adults or adults? Or this? Coupon or coupon? Do you wrestle or wrestle? Live under a roof or roof? Catch or catch? Kin or can? Air or
Maybe we do make mistakes pretty often. Or often. I get it. Use the dictionary for accepted pronunciations.
Yes, Walter, but don't exaggerate. You can keep all the rules and still sound natural. And that's our fourth rule.
Use natural pronunciation.
Yes, natural. Well, those are your rules for pronunciation. And if you put them into practice, you'll do very well.
That's great. If it works. Will my speech be improved if I use these rules? Will I be understood? Will people want to listen to me?
What about Don? Would the rules help him?
And what's Science Lab?
That first rule, pronounce every syllable.
I'm going to Science Lab.
Much better. We know what you said.
Oh, they'll be fine. Where'll I meet you?
What about pronouncing each sound correctly?
Oh, that will be fine. Where shall I meet you?
That's it.
It's down at the Orpheum Theater. A real, genuine thriller.
Use accepted pronunciations. Try theater, genuine.
I see. It's down at the Orpheum Theater. A real, genuine thriller.
Gun salute and crowds and pigeons.
Use natural pronunciation, as you speak when you're not reading poetry.
Gun salute and crowds and pigeons fly. Bronzed Homeric bards go striding by, shouting glory amid the cannonade.
Well, if the rules work for other people, maybe they'll work for me.
Give them a try. Let's listen to that recording you started to make.
Yeah. Once a year, the members of the junior and senior classes had this banquet. Once a year, the members of the junior and senior classes have this banquet. This is a time...